Republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Entertain a motion to adopt the agenda.
Motion to adopt the agenda.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Secretary's report.
Everything is golden, signed off on.
Good. Entertain a motion.
Motion to accept the secretary's report.
Have a second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Treasurer's report.
Treasurer's report, beginning balance. $779,305.76. Deposits of $2,328,464.18. Charges against the account $279,632.30, leaving an ending balance of $2,828,137.64.
Entertain a motion to approve subject to audit.
Motion to approve subject to audit.
Have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve the bills.
Motion to approve bills.
I'll make a motion.
Okay. Read how much.
Huh?
Just tell us how much.
No, I didn't know. I'm going to pay the bills in the amount of $110,436.19.
Have a second?
Second. Oh,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
We're a hot minute.
Chief and Fire Marshal's report.
So the fire marshal is out gallivanting Northwest Fire District right now with our brush truck. So I'm going to give a shortened version of his report tonight. And before I start, Richard Heath Reno, our lieutenant at Three House, is our new shop steward, and he's here tonight. So I wanted you guys to meet him.
Very good.
Who's assistant?
And his lovely assistant.
Attorney, whichever.
Okay, fleet status. Truck 12 experienced an electrical short in the turntable, which caused a power failure. The unit sat at station 2, unable to be moved for a couple of days. Thank God it was at station 2 when it happened. So we removed all the equipment from it until McLean technicians could come out and make the repairs. And truck 17 filled in. There appears to be no further issues with truck 12, and it is back in service. Engines 12 and 52, now that all the trucks are assigned where they're supposed to be, we redistributed the equipment across to them that we have to ensure they are mission ready. As the new equipment comes in, we will add some items to these trucks and outfit truck 17, which is currently empty when not in use. 1299, after 1299 was requested for a missing person search, we had a few things in the trailer that needed to be added or fixed. Chief Hancock and Gravoy came over and while working on those items decided to tear out the entire electrical system and start over. So we reused a lot of the old wiring, but it's much safer and more reliable now. So thanks to him for all of his help. New Brush 26, I spoke with Jim Butler. They advised the cabin chassis is coming down the line. Actually, that was last week. They anticipate having it at the dealership next week, and where it will go to Napike for the bed. The skid unit is bought, built, and paid for. So with a little luck, the first week of April, I'll pick the truck up from Chevrolet, drive it straight to Blue Springs, have the skid unit put on, and bring it down here for upfitting that Captain Moreland's going to take care of. All the light sirens and everything was ordered through Ed Rohr on their state bid. 1224, Friday's weather was a calamity to say the least. The hose cover was ripped off 1224 while responding to mid-county. The truck arrived at its assigned fire and died on arrival. While taking action on the fire, Lieutenant Udall noticed the truck was smoking. The airbox cleaner had caught fire, and due to his quick action of yanking the airbox off the truck was saved, but had to be towed to Station 2. The truck is running, but we are waiting for Rush to come in. They should be in tomorrow to replace the airbags, reconnect the drive shaft. I'm going to have them go through it before they give us an all clear to put back in service. And near as we can tell on that, when they were approaching the scene, they sucked up a ton of embers and it just caught the filter on fire. So, Station 3, brush 36's bay door stopped working. Ben's door service determined the garage door opener's motherboard had burned up. The opener was replaced. Due to the number of doors we have, I had Ben keep at least 1 to 2 openers in stock. So he was able to just go pull one off the shelf and throw it on for us. He'll be out next month to fix all the gaskets at Station 1, which was something he was supposed to get done last year and kind of forgot about. And we had snow drifts in Station 1 during the snow. So I jumped all over him to get out there and get it done. Loose equipment, we have been upgrading and replacing the loose equipment such as nozzles, appliances, adapters, and wrenches. Many of these items were purchased by Chief Sullentrop and are still in use. So we've started with the hydrant wrenches, spanner wrenches, and hydrant valves. And as previously reported, the old items will be moved to the second out apparatus. Staffing, firefighter Decker has accepted a position with Lake Ozark Fire District. His last day will be March 28th. So we will have 2 positions to fill in the hiring process. The job posting has garnered 6 applicants on Indeed. We require them to fill out actual applications, and thus far we have 4. So, and they look decent. So the application process closes Friday. Insurance, after having David here last month, Chief Weaver and I talked, and we thought it would be prudent to put out additional requests for quotes and just see what we could come back with. While I appreciate McGrath's work, we feel it's in the best interest of all if we cover our bases for next year and just see what's out there. I'll report back to the board if we have any luck. Training, the crews have been working on the quarterly skills for our newest members. We have also begun driver training for the first out apparatus for our members coming off probation. This month included active shooter command training in Bay County, where 1299 was utilized, and mutual aid this month was electricity emergencies. Deputy Chief Oldenwald will be attending the Center for Public Safety Excellences Conference in Florida, March 31st through April 4th. And I will be at the Missouri International Association of Fire Chiefs Conference in St. Louis in June. MoDOT State Road TT project is complete. It took them 2 days instead of 1, but we ran no alarms during the closure and released the additional manpower about 2:30 in the afternoon. They are supposed to come back and fix the dip.
Oh, it's horrible.
Right? If you haven't been down TT, it's just right where they put that in.
It really collapsed.
They're supposed to add more to it. The Toll Bridge project is moving fast now. The stoplight has not been a problem for us for emergency response. And we received a shout out from Lake TV on their YouTube series for working with MoDOT to get the lane open. So that was pretty cool. March 14th fire outbreak. As you all know, we had a catastrophic outbreak of wildfires on Friday. Mid-County, Northwest, and Southwest were hit the hardest. Myself and Tanker 24 responded to the Tunnel Dam fire in Mid-County. Our own district was lucky. We had 1 structure fire that the crews handled quickly and a brush fire with only a few acres involved.
How many brush fires did you end up with?
That we ended up running?
Total.
I don't know total. They said at one point when I was on Tunnel Dam, we had 30 active fires going at once. And that was just in Mid-County's district. So, Northwest released a report, said they had 850 acres burned and like 20 structures damaged. Southwest hasn't compiled one that I've seen yet. And, like I said, we were lucky. We had 2 calls during the whole thing. So, other than me going to Tunnel Dam with 24. Due to incoming weather predictions that night, because we were also supposed to get a tornado, we called the code 1200, had additional staffing come back in, and I'm happy to report there was no reported storm damage in Sunrise Beach District. So we were very, very fortunate. Wildland strike teams were called into the county from across the state. We were on standby to go to Rolla after the brush fires. We got put on standby to go to Rolla for tornadoes and remained on standby to go to St. Louis. Fortunately, we were disregarded, but that's the Tunnel Dam fire and one of the kitty cats we saved. So we saved a dog and 2 cats. We're awesome. Good and welfare. We received thanks from Osage Beach Fire District for use of the tower for their rope rescue technician classes. Last week, they spent 2 days inside Station 1 due to weather, but were able to complete their class. We also received thanks from Northwest Fire District for the use of our drone and command trailer for their missing person search. I would also like to thank Lieutenant Udall for his quick actions in saving Tanker 24, our staff, and for their performance, not just Friday, but in the last 3 weeks. Just in the last couple of weeks, we've dealt with snowstorms, firestorms, extreme winds, multiple fatalities over separate incidents, and outdoor search, and they still completed all their trainings and assignments without issues. So very, very pleased with everybody's performance lately. So that is the chief's report for 17 March 2025.
Motion to accept.
Motion to accept.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Fire marshal report. February permits issued. Docks 20 at $1,425, building or structural permits at 26 for $14,571.30. And renewals for 1 at $25 for the grand total of 47, and permits issued at $16,021.30. Year to date 2025, we've got 59 docks for $4,162.50, 53 structures for $23,398.27, and 2 renewals at $50 for a total of 114 permits at $27,610.77. And that's all I have because he's not here.
Okay, motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. We have no unfinished business, so we'll move on to new business. We have no new business. Do we have any public comment?
Those 53 permits, are those new structures or are those?
Yeah, the ones Emily gave me, those are all new permits coming in. Kenny's got, he said today he's got about 200 permits out. We got a lot of building going on. So.
Okay, our next meeting will be April 28th. Is that,
Yes, because we're closed the 21st, so we'll have to
Okay.
meet on the 28th.
Very good.
there's no further business? Adjourned.
Oh yeah, we're gonna stop and look at those.
Yeah.